confirmed this year? That's awesome. So your confirmation marks a new beginning in your life. It's the first sacrament in which you actually choose to receive. So ever since you were a baby, your parents have been actually making these decisions for you. They planned your baptism, they forced you to get the Eucharist at Mass, and of course, confession. Confirmation is your choice. Yes, they may make you do it, but you're now mature enough to tell them if you want to follow through with it or not. This sacrament will officially make you an adult in the Catholic Church, and it brings you closer to Christ. All of you who are receiving this wonderful sacrament should be so grateful you have Edge. Seriously, coming like about once a month for 2 hours to learn about Jesus in a fun way, like, do you really think it's that hard? It's probably the easiest way, to be honest. So, as you all may know, I'm in grade 9, and meaning that just about a year ago, I was an edger like you guys. I was the one learning from the speakers. Now, I have told this following story to the crew and no one else. Ever since I can remember, I honestly hated going to church and Mass. I didn't see the point in it. I would always say, why should I believe in something that I can't see? Or, Mass is so long, why can't we just get the bread and leave? It's not like it means anything. So, here I am, someone far away from Jesus, as I dread going into grade 8, knowing it's confirmation time. So, that comes along with more Sunday school, as if I hadn't gone through enough of that in grade 2 for my first communion. So, I live here in Mississauga, but I actually go to school in Toronto. When I heard that I have to go to some youth group and Sunday school to get confirmed, I was extremely angry. I could see it already. I would not know anyone, and I wouldn't understand anything since I actually go to a public school. So this youth group would also interrupt my weekly Friday night plans. Every Friday night, I would go to this skating arena near my school, and everyone from my school and the area would just go there to socialize. As I think about it now, that was very selfish of me to not want to give up just one Friday night a week, or not a week, every month, just to learn about God. So anyways, I'm forced to go this one night, and it was actually a night on the order of Mass. We had to arrange the papers with the different parts of Mass in order from the beginning to end. And I clearly remember putting communion as one of the first things. And I still laugh at myself about that. So, well, that night, I heard about the On the Way to Bethlehem trip. And as you all know, that's coming up really soon. And I decided to go on it, because it can't kill me, right? So, as usual, I sat all alone on the bus, and I was all alone throughout the whole night. But at the end of that day, I honestly felt something different inside of me. Like, I felt a rush, like I got this love of Christ just rushing right through me. I still can't thank Miri enough for this. Like, she organized it all and it was amazing. After that night, I started going to Edge more often, up until the point where I was telling my parents, I don't care about skating, I want to go to Edge every week. So, let's fast forward to January 2012. I received a letter that read, to the parents of those to be confirmed, the first special class will be held at Merciful Redeemer Parish at 10:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. this coming Sunday. The program will repeat every Sunday for 12 classes. My first thought was, Edge is fun, but now I actually have to learn about religion for an hour and a half every week. I better bring my pillow. So I go to these classes. And at first, it was completely boring. But then I decided to open up my heart to Jesus. And after that, Sunday school was like my motivation for the week. we had to do all these projects, and my favorite one of them all was actually my Faith Journey scrapbook, which I've brought with me today for you all to see. It's very glittery, by the way, because I love glitter.
Glittery Kayla.
So it includes my baptism, my first communion, my other projects, and some random other stuff, like the story of my name, and like my letter of confirmation and stuff. And I loved working on it, because it just reminded me of how far I have gone down on God's path. 5 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days ago was my confirmation day, also known as Tuesday, May 15th, 2012. I was so excited. My sponsor and aunt were actually the ones doing my hair, my nails, my makeup, and basically everything else. So we were finally done. So when we were finally done, we were like 10 minutes late, as usual. And so we ran to the car, and my dad sped out of that driveway faster than I could even imagine, and we hit the road. So I arrived just before everyone left this room, and I lined up. So as I get in line and walk down the aisle of Mass, of the church, waiting anxiously for it to be our turn, everyone's eyes are on us. It was nerve-wracking, and oh my gosh, my heart was pounding. So we sat through the Mass, and we were waiting for it to be our turn to go up and get the oil of chrism. And the time finally came. So then we lined up in front of the sanctuary, and it was almost our moment to, receive the Holy Spirit and all its wonderfulness. So, and now this is a moment I will never forget. It's finally my turn, and I see the bishop grab a huge glob of oil and just put it on my forehead. And yes, I was so happy that I was just confirmed, but seriously, there was not one girl in that room who was not trying to get rid of that gross feeling all over her foundation-covered foreheads. So I then remember turning around to my sponsor to hug her, and the first thing she said to me was, "Nice shiny forehead." So we started laughing so hard, and I just knew right then that we were going to be closer than ever. So I'm going to end my testimony with a piece of advice for all of you edgers who find this youth group a waste of time. God gives second chances, so if you open up your heart to Him before coming to Edge, you'll have such an amazing night. It's not a cliche thing to say, since I am living proof of that.